All right, what's up, everyone? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2024 Top Series 1/2 Jumbo Case Break number 23. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 6 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands can move. eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. There's no purchase necessary there. If you go to any of our eBay listings, look in the description at the very top. There's a link you can click on and go there. Do what it says. I don't know what it says, but do what it says. And join the sweepstakes and possibly win some free cards. Also, as usual, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for our channel and head on over to chefsportscards.com and check out our website. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Edward K, Braves, Mark L, Orioles, Stephen M, Red Sox, Eric G. Cubs, James K, White Sox, Brendan C, Reds, Jonathan L, Guardians, Roger G, Rockies, James K, Tigers, Bryce T, Royals, Thomas N, Astros, Eric G, Angels, Donald D, Dodgers, Joe R, Brewers, John T, Twins, Eric H, Marlins, James K, Mets, Danny A, Yankees, Joe R, A's, Austin D, Phillies, Joshua G, Pirates, Colin G, Cardinals, Roger G, Padres, Robert H, Giants, Austin D, Mariners, Bryce T, Rays, Colin G, Rangers, Eric B, Blue Jays, Andrew L, and Nationals, Bryce T. All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Oh, man, that Bowman thing really pisses me off. I'm so mad about this Bowman Super Jumbo thing. I have one tomorrow night, too, and I'm worried it's going to be the same way. Ugh, annoying. It's just annoying. All right. Well, we're off of that. We're on to tops. Let's get some goodies. Let's get some goodies. John, you didn't happen to see the the hobby break we did the other night, did you? You weren't in it, but I was kind of hoping you might have missed it. It was Jason Dominguez rookie. How we see a little Brewer heavy. There's been no. We've opened super jumbo boxes the last 2 nights, and there's been no refractors in either one of them. There's been cards, but it's been all chrome, no refractors at all. And they now on the opposite side, the hits for the most part have been phenomenal. Like we hit a Tom Brady last night. We've been getting first rounders. We've been getting color tonight. We had a gold. We had a mini diamond. We had a blue auto. Like the hits have been fine, but there's no refractors in the boxes at all. And I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen missing hits. Believe me, we went through that with Giraffe last year. That was a nightmare. Padres rainbow foil last year. We had more than a few boxes of Giraffe that were missing hits, which of course ended up just costing me a fortune and opening more boxes and stuff. But to just be missing all those refractors is crazy. You saw it. You weren't there at the time. I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't see this break. Like, I mean, I get it. A missing hit every once in a while. I mean, it's a pain in the. And it's especially a pain because with tops, they guarantee every box comes with, you know, what's it called? Panini hides behind the there may be or whatever I forget what they say on the box. But basically, it says there may be 3 autos in the box on a Panini product. So if they're short one, they can go, well, it says on the box, on average. That's what it says, 3 autos on average, it'll say. But everything with Tops is always like guaranteed. And then when you don't have it, you feel like a jerk. All right. Rafi Devers, home run challenge. Matt McLean, gold foil on the rookie cup for the Reds. Shohei with the blueprint, Sonny Gray. Yeah, I mean, and you're talking about, what is it, like 40 refractors in a box or something like that? I mean, it's a lot. And you know how it is. First rounder refractors are valuable. I mean, it's not like these are $2 or $1 cards we're talking about here. So I emailed Tops yesterday. I filed a missing hit thing, which technically it's not a missing hit, but I put in the description that there were no refractors in the box. And then I emailed customer service and I emailed one of the salespeople I know there. So I'm hoping they'll do something for us, because that's the other thing. There aren't cards missing. They're just all chrome, so I suppose they could be jerks and turn around and go, well, we gave you the 600 cards. Just, But I don't know. Their customer service has been better since Fanatics took over, so I'm hoping they're going to do something for us. To send me a big box of refractors so I can send them out to everybody. All right, here we go. David Bednar for the Pirates on the Stars auto. For Colin, David Bednar. Oh, is that what that was? The babies? Yeah. That was crazy, that break, because it all came in like the last box. The last box was insane. Or the last two boxes, I guess. Because we also got that Evan Carter orange auto out of there too. Ryan Presley gold foil. Marcus Semien. It's one of those things where it's kind of like the shipping thing. I mean, look, if somebody hits $1,000 card and I'm not smart enough to send it UPS or whatever, then yes, it is partially my fault if it gets lost with the post office. Like, I always, when I kind of have a cutoff in my head, like, usually if cards are valued over like $300, I'll send it UPS or FedEx or whatever, because I just feel safer with it. Even though, I mean, I ship UPS post office all the time, and 99.9% of the packages get there without a problem. But, if I make that mistake, that's on me. I get it. But it's weird when you run a business that you try to do well with, and you're not in charge of anything. You're just, like I hope that the product's in here. I have to hope that the post office gets the packages where they need to go. And it's like, and people get so angry, and you want to be like, look, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's out of my hands, man. Nick Prado relic for the Royals. And look, I know there's a lot of breakers out there who do say that and don't do anything, and that's their prerogative. But I can't sleep at night that way. All right, let's see. Braves is Markel. Edward K has the Diamondbacks, and Cubs is James K. So we'll have to roll a die on this one at the end. I don't like, I have a very hard time giving control of anything up to other people. So. No, that's true. They could. I haven't, in my years of dealing with Tops, I haven't found them to necessarily be that way, that they would say like, oh, but you got really good hits. But I wouldn't be completely shocked if they came back and said, well, you are guaranteed 600 cards and you got 600 cards, because they did give us the chromes. It's not like they weren't missing, but that I wouldn't be surprised by. But I don't think they would say something like that. I don't think they would. Who knows, though, nowadays, what's going on over there. I'm happy if I can get a hold of them half of the time, to be honest with you. But also, in defense of them, like I said, their customer service has been a lot better in the last year or two since Fanatics got involved. So, so hopefully they'll do the right thing. And I'll still have to ship them and pay for all that. It'll still cost me a fortune, but whatever. It's like, I would rather people get taken care of, Zidane Raphael rookie. All right. Nice Curtis Mead gold foil rookie for Tampa Bay. Mm-mm-mm. Johnny Bench, Grand Gamer, and Andrew Abbott throwback. Yeah, you'd like to say that, Bryce, but yeah. I'm hoping they would too, but I wouldn't guarantee it. Like I said, I've dealt with them for a long time. They like I said, they're better, but doesn't necessarily mean Tops has always been a very, and this is, I always wanted to not believe this when dealing with them, but to be honest with you, my impression of Tops when dealing with them has always been like, well, who else are you going to get your product from? Like you can complain, but so go buy it somewhere else. Oh, yeah, you can't. You know what I mean? Like, and look, for a long time, you could never even get anyone on the phone there. So, just the fact that you can get a hold of someone now is a plus unto itself. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll try. Dansby rainbow foil. If they don't do something, I'm sure I will. Kershaw blueprint for the Dodgers. Lou Bob. Oh, did you get it? Yeah. Which was it, the small business one or just the thank you one? So I've been playing around, as some of you guys have seen, with new boxes. I'm trying to decide on. I love the cube boxes that I get, but the ones from eBay are crazy expensive. I only get those. I know you guys have seen them before, the brown eBay ones, because every quarter we get like uh, when you have a store on eBay, like a business on eBay, you get a like a shipping coupon. So we get like $100 or $150 worth of free stuff like every quarter from eBay. And that's where I get those cube boxes from. But to buy them regularly, they're crazy expensive. My favorite. Look at that thing. Logan Webb for the Giants. The Giants ones are some of the best looking ones too. Austin. Nice one, man. Team color cards. I love them. Behind that, Gleiber for the Yanks. So anyway, I was trying to find some cubes that I could buy at a decent price, and I found those ones. And then the smaller ones, I don't think I've sent any of those to you, John, but I found these smaller white boxes I've been using instead of bubble wrap, and I like those a lot too. So the small business one, yeah, that's the cube box. Yeah. Yeah, well, the stickers came with the boxes, so I was like, yeah, I'll put them on. God, I love these cards. It looks so good. I figure why not? They're here. I might as well stick them on the box. It's funny. I have all this American Express always sends stuff, um, like packing tape and stuff like that, but it says like, you know, my small business something or other on it, and like I'm just paranoid, I guess. I see stuff like that, and I'm like, somebody's gonna see this on the box and steal the box. You know what I mean? Like that makes me nervous. But if I can put it inside the box, then that's okay. Where nobody can see it except the person who opens it. All right. For the Yankees, Nestor Cortez Jr. Rainbow. greatest hits Gunner and Devers throwback. The boxes are crazy because I've been wanting to switch. I mean, I'm still using bubble mailers, but I've been wanting. There's a De La Cruz rookie. I've been wanting to switch to more boxes for shipping. And I was talking to people at BCW about their sizing because they do the like, yeah, they just do it based on the card. Like, like the regular card box is like 300, 200, 400, 440 count, stuff like that. And I bought some from them a couple months ago to try out some different sizes and didn't really pay attention at the time. Bought them, used them. They were great. Some fit better than others, depending on what we were using it for. There's another Nestor Cortez Jr. working the Rainbow 2024. 1555 of 2024. So a couple of weeks ago, I went back to order more. And I guess I paid attention this time and realized that the shipping was more expensive than the actual boxes. I was like, oh my God. Like I put in an order for like 500 boxes and it was like $90 for the boxes and like 102 in shipping to get them here. It's like, I'm not doing that. Nick Roberson, rookie for Boston. That's when Amazon comes in handy. They're cheaper there. Buster Posey, Grand Gamers. Goldschmidt, throwback. I was like, no wonder the guy was trying to talk me into boxes. I didn't realize he was going to charge me. There is no way they cost $100 to ship. They're making a fortune off of that. Jordan Bolazovich. Sedane Raphael. Okay. Oh, it's one of these guys again. For the Angels, Jose Soriano. What did we call these again? Like full page, full portrait, something like that? I know you guys told me the last time we pulled one. For Donald. These are really cool cards. Yeah, Joe, I was exactly the same way. Like I said, the first time I bought them, I wasn't paying attention. I just paid. And this time I saw the shipping, was like, oh my God. It's like, did I pay that last time? I checked my last order. I was like, oh, I did. It's a very cool looking card. Short print. What is it? True photo? Is that it? Yeah, true photo, something like that. These are cool looking though, and they're short printed, big time. So, congrats to the Angels. Brian Wu, a rookie. All Tops team, Felix Bautista and Luis Matos throwback. All right, box one down. Box two. Let's make box two better than box one. True photo. True photo. I still don't understand why we can't find any gold mirror variations. We've only had one in all these cases we've opened. I can't believe. I mean, I know they printed a lot of this stuff, but should have seen more than one at this point. We've had more acetate cards than we've had gold variation cards. Delete to the game. Goldschmidt home run challenge. Grant Hartwig, rookie for the Metropolitans on the gold foil. And Tom Seaver, Grand Gamers. Rodriguez throwback. So, John, does your son, who just had the daughters, does he live close? Are you going to get, going to be doing a lot of babysitting? Hauser. I'm so psyched. My son's coming home tomorrow. The University of Tennessee started spring break on Friday, and my son was supposed to go to Florida with his roommate, with two of his roommates, and they were going to see a friend of theirs down in Florida, Michael Harris for the Bravos on the rainbow foil. He goes to like University of Tampa Bay, or I don't know, it's one of those schools, and they were going to stay with him. And something happened that he had to go home or whatever, and Bobby Witt and Ozzy, and I was expecting the call from my son. Oh, he still lives at home. Oh man, you really got your hands full. um, I was half expecting the "Hey, Dad, I need money for a hotel in Florida" call, But I was talking to him on Friday. I was like, "All right, what are you guys doing? You never told me your final, what you're doing for spring break. Are you going to see Matt in Florida or whatever?" And he was like, "Well," and he's kind of like he's like, "I'm coming home." I was like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, I was gonna surprise you guys and just show up on Sunday." But he goes, "Since you're asking me, I'll tell you." So he's driving back from Tennessee tomorrow and then be home for like 6 days, which will be very nice. I just like having the kid around. It's funny you say. All right, what do we got here? Rookie auto of, man, my favorite, Austin. I'm jealous, buddy. Zach Geloff. I love this kid. Zach Geloff, rookie stars auto. Nice hit. Nice, nice, nice. Um, is your so my brother-in-law that who has twins himself? I was telling you earlier. He's got my poor brother-in-law. My brother-in-law has I think she's 13 now, 13-year-old daughter. And then he's got a 4-year-old son who is a rager. Hayden Wesniewski to 2024. I mean, he is a handful, this kid. Brad Keller. And then he has twin identical girls that are like 2 years old. And for lack of a better term, they were a definite accident. Like, to be honest, I think his son was an accident because there were so many years. Like, it was like 9 years between. And oh, okay. So they just visit. All right, not too terrible. 1682 of 2024. So, so anyway, my brother-in-law calls my wife. It's my wife's brother. He calls like maybe a week or two ago, and I hear her at the dining room table on the phone with him, and she's like, "No," and that's all I keep hearing her is no, and I can hear in her voice she's like getting angry, getting annoyed. I came in. I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "He's writing a will, and he wants us to take custody of all four kids if something happens to him and his wife." And my wife's like, "No, we won't do it." She's like, "I raised kids already. I'm done." She's like, the two older ones I'd take, but you better find someone else for those twins." I mean, I guess it is kind of a lot. I mean, God forbid, knock on wood, nothing's going to happen. But I mean, it is kind of a lot to put four kids on on a family if something were to happen to you. She wasn't hearing it. She's like, "Nah, I ain't doing it." Henry Davis, rookie for the Pirates on the relic. Excuse me. Pirates, it's Colin. My wife's very funny. My wife will always tell you, she'll be very straightforward with you when she doesn't want something. It's Evan Carter, rookie for Texas. Rookie rainbow foil for Eric. Matt Olson, greatest hits. McGuire. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't. It would put me in a grave. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's no two ways about it. They would if they came knocking on the door tomorrow and said you have to take care of these four kids, I would probably have a heart attack right there. I always wish we had another kid, but I mean, we only had one. But I would have loved to have had a daughter, but I don't think I can take on that kind of. Like you said, when they're grandchildren, they're great. They go home, you know. All right, Grandpa's had enough for one day. Hit the road. Harold Ramirez, gold foil for the Rays. Mookie Betts. We told them we would take them whenever, but they gave them a curfew. We need sleep. That's the smart thing to do. We'll watch them, but you got to be back by 10, or else we're putting them on the porch. I don't think unless it's you know an accident. I don't have a feeling I will be a grandfather anytime soon. Knowing my son, I have a feeling like my son's gonna be one of those kids. My wife will be begging him in like 10 years, please find somebody, have a kid. Dominic Canzone. And for the Padres, Joe Musgrove, Major League Material. For my man Robert. Go, bud. You had a girlfriend who had three kids of her own? Yeah, you should be you'll get a special place in heaven, my friend. When we're all in line, they'll move you towards the front. Oh, look, I actually told this story one time before. My wife and I have been together since we were in high school, but the both of us worked a lot. I was a restaurant chef for 25 years. I used to work like 110 hours a week. I did that for over 20 years. And to be honest, we never, ever talked about having kids. And we got married kind of young. I mean, we were like 24 when we got married. And I mean, we were the first people to get married out of like kind of all of our friends and stuff. And this was 25 years ago. But like we hit like 30, 31. And one day I was like, are we thinking about having kids? We've never talked about it. And we were actually in a restaurant and flipped a coin to decide because we never talked about it. It wasn't something that was a huge deal. And I tell you what, if it went the other way, it would have been the biggest mistake of my life. JD Davis. Like I know there's people out there who don't want to have kids, and that's fine. I mean, I get it, but like I could have just as easily in that conversation been like, we don't need a kid. We're fine. And looking back now after spending 20 years with my son, I would have been the biggest mistake ever. Mookie Betts, Sonny Gray. Believe me, he made me want to tear my hair out more than a few times, but you can't shop for girls. It's a whole new thing. I would have loved to have had a daughter. I really would have. Like I said, we were very lucky to have my son. It was that was the other crazy part too. Like I said, my wife and I were together since we were in high school, and the amount of times I got worried that she was pregnant by accident, and then when we went to try and have kids, we couldn't. Like we had to go to IVF and do all that, the fertility clinic and all that stuff. And I was like, man, I was sweating you being pregnant for like the last 15 years and I didn't need to be, you know? Um, but we were very lucky to have the one we had. So leave it at that, I guess. But I would have loved to have had a daughter. It's got to be a very different experience, like raising a daughter as opposed to a son. I mean, I never did, so I don't know for sure, but like I don't know. I can't imagine. I would be the most protective, I'd be the guy you come to the doors holding the like 38 in his hand while the guy's picking her up. Griffey, Acuna. It goes very fast, especially when I'm telling you, man. Like my son's a freshman at Tennessee, and I, I mean, when he hit high school, I was like, Jesus, wasn't he just a kid? Like, what? How did we get here already? It's so crazy how quick it goes. When you're a kid, it feels like time takes forever, you know? Like getting out of school and stuff when you're in grade school, middle school, high school, whatever. And then you become an adult and it's like, wait a second, wasn't I just like 30 a couple weeks ago? Now I'm 50. What the heck happened? All right. To 50. Oh, JJ Bleday. Oakland doing all right with the Father's Day blue for Austin. Bryce, did you have any kids before that or just the ones that came with your girlfriend? 10 to 50. And Zach Remillard, rookie for the White Sox, gold foil. Jason Dominguez, greatest hits rookie. Lou Bob. I used to do what you wanted. Well, that was kind of the thing with my wife and I. Like, we both had pretty big jobs. My wife was an executive. She worked a ton, just like I did. And, I was like, hey, you want to go away? We go away. We do this. We had, but again, like I said, if I didn't do it, I would have been a huge mistake. That's for sure. For sure. Buxton rainbow foil for the 20s. That brings a whole different set of issues too. I mean, being the stepfather, step boyfriend, step whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that's a whole, you know, whole other set of problems you have to navigate through that. It's funny too because when my son was little, I used to ask him if he wanted like a brother or sister, and he'd be like, "Nah, I'm all right." Like, it's funny. We were actually talking about like last year, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool too, but he's actually lucky. He has like 60 something first cousins on my wife's side, and a bunch of them. There were like 6 or 7 of them were all born the same year as him, so he's really close with all them. So it's kind of like they're all like brothers and sisters anyway. So, um, yeah, I don't know how good he'd have been with a sibling as a child. Oh, Emmett's your 13-year-old? Okay, nice. Rafael, okay. De La Cruz, home run challenge. Clemente Grand Gamers, Adley throwback. Well, keep him on his toes, man. Johan Rojas. Henry Davis rookie. Oh, Bernie Williams auto for the Yanks. Going way back. Joe, there you go, buddy. That's a nice one. What's that supposed to be there? His number or something? Can't even make that out. His, I don't know. Bernie Williams. If when I woke up this morning, if you told me to name 100 autos we could pull tonight, I don't know that Bernie Williams would have been on that list. Got him into cards last year. Nice. I think I told you mine was the other way around. I mean, I was into it when I was a kid. My son got me back into it years ago. He used to watch breaks when my son was like 6 years old. He used to watch breaks, and he brought them to me. He's like, "Have you ever seen them open these cards?" Because I had a bunch of cards here, from when I was a kid. Benintendi gold foil, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he showed me YouTube, and I was like, "What is this?" And then he doesn't really collect anymore. He has a couple players that he collects that he likes, but he's not really into it. And now I'm have a business and every other thing. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either, Joe. Not bad though. Not bad at all. Just unexpected. De La Cruz rookie. And Nelson Cruz. For San Diego, the City Connect Nelson Cruz 178 of 199. Second one of these we pulled. We're the Padres for Robert. Well, that's an easy way to get hooked right there. This hobby has a tendency to do that to people. You know what I mean? Like the first time they open something, they always pull a monster, and it's like that's it. You're hooked. Miggy, I'll tell you what. When for those of you who've been in cards for a while or for a lot of years or whatever, when the Chris Bryant first Bowman card was in platinum. That was one of the first things. That was in 2012, 2013. I had been back into cards, but at that point was mostly just kind of watching and learning and not opening a lot. And the stuff we were opening was like retail and stuff. And to be honest, my son was pulling some monster stuff out of retail at the time. But finally, one day we had talked about it for like a month or so about going to a card shop that was about 45 minutes from our house. And I was like, yeah. Finally, one day we went in the afternoon and we got there, and this place was just like, oh, there was stuff everywhere. Like, it was almost blinding to walk into for not being in a card shop for, ever. And we were in there, and I was saying to my son, like, all right, what are we going to get? Because we're looking at this and we're looking at that. And he was like, we should get platinum, Bowman Platinum. And I was like, why? And he said, well, they have this guy, Chris Bryant. And he's like telling me the whole thing. I was like, okay, yeah, I know who Chris Bryant is. He goes, they supposedly put these first Bowman draft cards in there. And I'm like, all right. And I mean, I forget. Those boxes were like 250 or something like that. So we bought one and he opened it. And sure as hell, there was a Chris Bryant sitting right on top. I was like, you got to be kidding me. The people in the store were freaking out. It was so funny. Mike Trout, Blueprint. I was like, well, that's it. We're stuck now. I don't know. I don't think he's retired. He was playing last year, I think, wasn't he? Man, like 5, 6 years ago. Was that? It might have been a little longer than that. But when Nelson Cruz was on Seattle and playing really well, I would do DraftKings, and anytime he was like, it was like a righty lefty matchup. You always took him, and he always hit home runs. He would crush him. Yeah, it's can one hit can change everything in this hobby. That's for sure. Nick Robertson to 2024 for Boston. 1346 of 2024. Oh, Nelson Cruz did. He just retired. He just announced he's retiring. The dude's probably like 55 years old. There's no way he's as old as they say. He's been around for a long time. For Eric. Here you go, buddy. Ohape, Future Stars Rainbow or Gold Foil. Jeets. We are going to be here tomorrow night too. We have one more Elite Extra break and Bowman Draft. We have that last break on the website, that Stadium Club Blaster random. The last I looked, there was like 5 or 6 spots left. So if we get that filled, we'll do that tomorrow too. It's like $12 a spot, shipping and tax and everything. It's like straight $12. So if anyone's interested, head over and grab that. And hopefully, although I thought we were getting new releases next week, we're not because they backed them up again. But hopefully, the week after, we'll have new stuff. Hey, there he is, the $80 million man, Cody Bellinger, Major League material for James K. he's eligible for Social Security at this point. Yeah, him and Pujols. I love how Pujols was like, oh, he's 42 years old. And you're like, wait a second. He played here for 20 years. He played like 20 years in Cuba before that, wherever he was from. Like, there is no way that dude wasn't in his 50s when he retired. Altuve, Ozzie Smith. Hey, if you can still do it, why not? Look at the hockey players. They do it. We were opening that hockey box the other night, and I was talking about it then. I'm amazed at how long hockey careers are on some of these guys. It's a brutal sport. I don't know how they can, like, those guys. I mean, some of them playing to like their 50s. It's crazy. All right. See. Westberg. Oh, Brian Wu, rookie again. Working the rainbow there. I think we had a gold foil earlier. I can also get to, it's nice my son's coming home where I get some forced labor out of him too. Little slave labor while he's here. Sort cards. Oh, welcome home. Start sorting some cards. You just drove 12 hours from Tennessee. Help me sort. We'll talk while we sort. Yager might still be playing. That's true. He did play forever. It's funny. I used to know it. I knew a ton about Pittsburgh because I had cousins who lived out there. And my one cousin was a big hockey player, played in high school, and he played some in college too. Andy Rodriguez, speaking of Pittsburgh, for the Pirates, rookie. Nice one there. 166 of 299. Um, and anytime we used to go out there like at Christmas and stuff, we used to go to games every year, see Lemieux play. And you're right, man. Jaromir Jagr was around forever. There were a lot of guys like that. Like, I'm just amazed in general at how long guys make it in hockey. You would think they wouldn't, what do they say in football? Like the average career in football is like 2.3 years or something like that. And granted, there are guys who play longer than that, but hockey, it's pretty amazing how long they make it. Hayden Wisniewski on the rainbow foil. And De La Cruz, blueprint rookie. Yeah, I mean, if you remember seeing like, again, it depends on how old you guys are, but like Bobby Orr back in the day, like he was a gray-haired old man out there playing, not wearing a helmet, all that stuff. Oh man, that was a big one to me. The before they put in the mandatory helmet rule, I don't know how many of you guys remember this in hockey. This is back when I used to watch hockey. And the very last guy was Ron Duguay. He was the last guy who was allowed to play without a helmet if he chose to. Like he was grandfathered in. And he had like the long flowing, like, locks in the back. Like, I remember when my cousin played, this again is in the 80s. Like, other than playing hockey, the next most important thing in the world was how their hair looked when they were on the ice. It was so weird. Like, and they all had these horrible mullets for the most part. But, oh man, they had to have for the ladies, they had to have it. Wade Boggs for the Red Sox, blue throwback. Yager was one of them. Did you guys see? I just recently saw that commercial from Dansby for the Cubs to 2024, 1079 of 2024, and it was like, oh god, it was on Instagram. Someone put it up. I think it was from like the 2000 All-Star game or something, and it was a pond, and Gretzky, Lemieux, and Orr were like walking up to the pond in their, in their sweaters and stuff. And I forget who was on the ice playing, but it was like Iserman, a bunch of young guys, whoever the big stars were at that time. Iserman was out there, or someone else. And I mean, those dudes were old, especially Bobby Orr, man. He was old as dirt. This is a cool commercial, though. Pirates, Mitch Keller, gold foil. Miggy McGuire. It's interesting. The thing I saw recently was when Lemieux played here in Philadelphia. Remember, he got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he was doing radiation. And the last day of his radiation, he came and played at a game in Philadelphia. And I mean, the dude was out on the ice. He had just had like chemotherapy like that afternoon, like his last or radiation or whatever it was. I forget exactly what he had like that afternoon. And they gave him this huge standing ovation in the Spectrum. That was back when the Spectrum was still around. Those guys are tough, man. Not a lot of people could get chemo and radiation in the afternoon and go play a professional hockey game that night. Yager was one of those guys with the hair too, man. He had the big mullet going on. Doval on the rainbow foil. Ron Duguay. I don't know why I remember that guy's name. I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, but for some reason I always remember that about his stupid helmet rule. All right, silver pack action. Let's go. Come on, give us some silver pack goodness, Tops. Kyle Harrison rookie, Mason Wynn rookie, Corey Seager and Sonny Gray. Emmett Sheehan rookie, Chris Bryant, Andrew Abbott rookie, and Barry Larkin. Yeah, playing in. I know. Wasn't he playing in the what's that Russian league? I thought he was playing there at one point too. Hey man, I guess if you can do it, you can do it. Mauricio rookie, Kutch, Matos rookie, and Goldschmidt. The silver packs have been stingy, but then gave us a massive hit the other night. Come on, give us another one. I want to do my orange joke. All right, some green. We'll take it. Garcia, Buxton, Araz, and Willie Mays for the Giants. Green. All right, take that. 9 of 99 for Austin. 36 professional season. That's insane. You would think like your body would just give out, or he's just got to be in insane shape. I don't know. Pujols, Vladdy, Junior Caminero rookie, and Bo Jackson. It makes the guys like the baseball players who retire after like 12 years look like real wimps. Like, oh, I'm getting old. I'm beat up. You play baseball, dude. Come on. Seriously, if this guy can play hockey for 36 years, you should be able to play baseball into your 70s. All right, Altuve. Hey, there's a De La Cruz, Adley, and Chenault rookie. All right, well, nothing major from the Silver Packs, but lots of good rookies, so we'll take that. All righty. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly, truly appreciate it. I said we'll be back tomorrow night if you want to come and check us out. And we got those couple spots at Stadium Club left. If we get that full, we'll do that tomorrow too. We do have one card here from National League Leader card we got to straighten out real quick. So the Braves are 1 and 2. That's Mark, and 3 and 4 is Edward K with the D-backs, and 5 and 6 is James K with the Cubs. So we're gonna roll a die. It has to stay on the screen. It can't hit anything. Like if it hits this, it's cracked. We roll again, and I'll do my best to keep it on the screen. Oh, did it stay? It did. Look at that. A 1. It's going to the Bravos. All right. Usually it bounces all over, but it was weird. Okay. So Braves. All right. Give me a minute. We'll put a quick hit recap together and then we'll get out of here. Ron Duguay. Now I'm gonna have that name stuck in my head. Oh, you got it, John. Like Weekend at Bernie's. It's got guys skating around behind him with their shirt up the back of his, like their arms up the back of his shirt, moving them. All right, hit recap for 2024 Top Series 1/2 Jumbo Case Break number 23. Okay, so rookies out of the silver packs. Chenault, De La Cruz, Caminero, Matos, Mauricio, Abbott, Sheehan, Wynn, and Kyle Harrison. Will all be sleeve and top loaded, of course. Okay, let's do these. Home Run Challenge cards. Ellie De La Cruz, Goldschmidt, and Devers. Some rookie stuff. Dominguez, greatest hits rookie. De La Cruz, Dominguez, another De La Cruz, and Dominguez. Gold foils. Mead, Presley, McLean, Cabrera, Hartwig, Wu, Detmers, Ramirez, Keller, Remillard, Benintendi, Brown, and Ohape. Rainbow foils, Swanson, Roberson, Cortez, Harrison, Mateo, Davis, Buxton, Miggy, Wisniewski, Wu, Doval, and the Padres. Some other random stuff. We did a Evan Carter rookie rainbow foil. De La Cruz on the blueprint. Wade Boggs blue throwback. Mitch Keller gold. I don't know why that was in there, but a couple of short prints. Why do I keep forgetting what this is called? full photo, something like that. For the Angel short print and a very delicious team color card for San Francisco. Numbered parallels to 2024, Cortez, Wisniewski, Roberson rookie, and Dansby. From the Silver Packs, Willie Mays to 99, JJ Bleday to 50, and Endy Rodriguez to 299 on the rookie there. Relics, Gleiber, Major League material. Henry Davis, rookie throwback. Joe Musgrove on the Major League material. And Nelson Cruz on the City Connect. Nick Prado and Cody Bellinger, Major League material. Autographs, David Bednar for the Pirates. Zach Geloff, rookie for Oakland. And a Bernie Williams throwback for the Yankees. And that will do it. All right, folks, everyone have a great night. Hope to see everyone tomorrow. Be good. Take care. Bye-bye.